I don't know about you, but Samhain is one of my favorite times of the year, and it's right around the corner. The days are getting colder, finally, the nights are growing longer, and the veil between worlds is thinning. And to get us all into the spirit, I created a new community challenge for witchy and pagan YouTubers, and the tag is called 13 Nights of Samhain. I'm making this introductory video to elaborate on the tag and to fill you in on what it's all about and how you can participate. So I created 13 prompts, one for each day or night from October 19th to October 31st. And you can do a video for each of the 13 days if you like, but if you can only do the ones that work best for you, that's totally understandable. This is a really busy time of year for many of us, so I get it. And if you plan on doing the tag, make sure that you use the hashtag 13 Nights of Samhain in your video. That way your video will be linked to the tag, so that way anytime someone clicks on it or they search for it, your video will pop up, and that'll increase the visibility of your video being seen, and it will connect and link us all together. I want to invite you to share your personal practice and what that looks like for you. Give us a glimpse into what you do for Samhain, your special stories, unique traditions, experiences, and insights. Whoa! Careful! This was heavily inspired by Ivy the Occultist's 12 Days of Yule challenge. I had a blast participating in her tag, and I thought that I would begin something similar, but for Samhain. I'm just giving credit where it's due here, so Ivy, you're a huge inspiration. And this is also a little nod to the nostalgic 13 Nights of Halloween. If you're not familiar with what that is, it was a special put on by ABC Family where they would do 13 nights packed full of Halloween episodes of shows and spooky, scary movies. And it got me thinking. I was remembering this and I was like, you know what? Why not do 13 nights of witchy and pagan content? So it's the next day. It was raining outside. I went to go set up to film in here, and then my battery died. But we're back, and what I wanted to say was anyone can do this tag, whether you have a small channel, a larger channel, or if you're returning to YouTube, it's a good opportunity to get back into making videos again. And if you're just starting a new channel, it's also a good way to get out there. So even if you don't have a channel or you don't plan on having a channel, you're more than welcome to use these prompts for personal reflection or for journaling. And I encourage you to share along with us if you feel comfortable in the comments. That way you can still participate. So let's go over the questions together. That way I can kind of clarify and explain them in more detail. I'm just getting them pulled up here. So we launch on October 19th with the first question, which is, what represents Samhain to you? So this could be basic correspondences from colors, animals, harvest, fruits, vegetables, and herbs. It could be crystals, anything like that. And it can also go well beyond the basic general correspondences as well. But whatever personally has significance to you for Samhain. And question 2 is on October 20th. Tell us a cherished story or piece of wisdom from someone who has passed on. So this could be a family member, a close friend, a teacher, mentor, a pet even, or a celebrity. Tell their story, tell their wisdom, share their insights, their knowledge. What have you learned from them? So October 21st is what playlist or soundscapes accompanies your Samhain celebration. So how do you set the mood? How do you set the vibe or the ambiance? Is there a specific playlist that you like to jam out to for your Samhain parties, Halloween parties, or are there sounds in nature that accompany your celebration? So like crickets, rustling leaves and branches, the crackling of a fire. So what sets the mood for you? And if you're hearing impaired, what other sensory delights do you bring into your Samhain celebration? October 22nd, unveil your Samhain altar Halloween costume or decorations. So I took a page out of Ivy's book. I wanted to be really inclusive and open, but I tried to avoid overlapping her questions, but unfortunately some of these things just kind of happen. But not everyone has a Samhain altar. Some people have to be really subtle with what they bring into their home and how they decorate. So I wanted to be mindful of that. And I threw not Samhain costumes. It could be a Samhain costume. Things don't have to be super serious all the time. It's okay to have fun and, you know, to get into the Halloween or Samhain spirit. So if you have a costume that you want to show off or special Samhain ritual garb, whatever you want to do there, that's a really fun prompt. What are we on? Question 23. What spirits do you work with during Samhain and how do you connect with them? So again, I wanted to be really broad and open here with spirits, so this could entail anything from like deity to, I don't know, angels, the fae, you know, the good folk, ancestral spirits, familiar spirits, plant spirits, land spirits, whatever spirit looks like for you. How do you work with them and how do you connect with them? October 24th is how do you connect with the natural world in autumn? So how do you work with the land around you during this time? And how do you connect with it? October 25th is share a Samhain craft, divination method, or spell. So again, keeping it open and inclusive here. Not everyone does spells, not everyone does crafts, and not everyone does divination. So again, taking a little bit of inspiration from Ivy here, but trying to switch it up and make it my own. So hopefully that was inclusive enough. October 26th is to share your favorite recipe for the season. So this could be a kitchenette recipe, like a bake, brew, or beverage, or it can be a magical recipe, like a magical oil formula, like an anointing oil, a magical spray, recipe for a floor wash or an incense blend, things like that. So however you want to go about that one. October 27th is what traditions or rituals do you practice during Samhain? So this could be a mundane tradition or a magical tradition or ritual. I feel like that one's pretty explanatory. October 28th is what does Samhain mean to you on a personal level? So we went over the representations and the symbology in day one, but I want to know, what does Samhain mean to you personally? October 29th is, have you ever had a paranormal encounter or experienced something unexplainable? So have you encountered something unseen or otherworldly, or have you had a strange sense like someone was watching you, or was it like deja vu or a dream message experience? Those are just some ideas, so feel free to go wild with that one. October 30th is to reflect on your harvest. What lessons, skills, or experiences have you reaped? So Samhain is the third and final harvest festival, so things are coming to an end, concluding, the year is coming to a close. So have you accomplished the goals that you set out? What have you done? What have you learned? October 31st is our 13th and final prompt. What hopes and aspirations will you set for the new year that begins at Samhain? So Samhain is often referred to as the witch's new year. So this is a fantastic time for fresh starts, new beginnings, new growth. So what goals are you going to set? What do you want to achieve? What hopes and dreams are you going to go after? What adventures are you going to go on? What do you want to do? What do you want to grow? What do you want to change? What opportunities are you seeking? I hope that I was able to clearly explain the prompts, but if you have any questions about them, leave them in the comments. But I want to know, will you be joining me for the 13 Nights of Samhain challenge? If you plan on taking part in the tag, let me and others know here in the comments. Get hyped, it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope that you're as excited as I am. And I can't wait to see your responses to these topics. If you want to do the tag, consider this your official invitation. Let's come together as a community to make this Samhain truly unforgettable.